Hey yo, this is Dash, and this is your opportunity to ask me anything you want to. Well, almost anything. If you guys don't know, if you weren't around for last year, during the month of December, when barbecue views are down, we gotta do something to help get those views back up. That being said, what I'm gonna do for the month of December is you guys get to ask me almost anything. So all you have to do is leave a comment down below, ask me your question, and I hopefully will get to respond to it in the form of a video. So don't be bashful. It really won't take more than about half the month to hopefully get enough questions for me to answer and do a video every single day. I really would like for you to ask me a question down in the comments below. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope to answer your question soon. Ho ho ho. Episode 22 of Ask Dash, and this is Johnny's fault. I am still wearing the Santa stuff. So yeah. Alright, let's jump right into it. And the next question comes from Blind Man Cooking. It says, how did you start out in barbecue? I've talked about this before, and I've told you guys this before. I think it was just a matter of wanting to play with fire. And the excuse to play with fire was I had to cook something. And it just kind of went from there, if you will. As a kid, my mom and dad got divorced. Yeah, I won't say pretty young. When I was pretty young, I probably was like 12, 13 or so. And we had a grill and we had charcoal. And I knew that in order to use it, we had to make a fire. And, you know, I was that kid that you saw with the lighter fluid, like squeezing the bottle of lighter fluid until the flame was taller than I was, and it was a grand time. Okay, it was a grand time. But I have since learned that's not what has to happen. But I think that playing with fire just morphed into playing with fire with purpose. I think that's more or less how it has gotten to the point where it is now, where I am cooking. And I think it's one of those things where if I start a fire, if I set a fire, and it's not just for like heat purposes, then I'm going to cook on it to make sure that that fire doesn't go to waste. So next question is from Perry Anderson. He says, how do you start your own catering business, and what would the startup cost be? So I'm going to answer the second part of that first. I can't tell you what your costs are going to be because everybody's path is going to be different. And then one of the other things too, location is going to drive some of your costs. Where I am and how I got into doing catering per se, it wasn't like I set out to start catering. I just wanted to, I wanted to make better brisket at home. I couldn't get the good brisket I had in Texas, so I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. And it got to the point where as I'm letting my coworkers and my friends and my family try this food, some people were like, hey, can I pay you to cook this for me? And that's how I got into it. And I didn't get into it again to do catering. I got into it to kind of make a little bit of money on the side while I was cooking to provide for my family. And it just kind of took over and it went from there. So my path to catering might not be the same as your path to catering. You might be fed up with your job, or you might be trying to make your own economy for, you know, during the pandemic, let's say. And you say, hey, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I know this many people, I can do this. You know what? I can be a caterer. You know, or you might go to culinary school or something along those lines, and you might take a different path. So I can't tell you how to start a business or a catering business because I didn't go in trying to start a catering business. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. And everybody's path, everybody's journey is going to be different. and you can kind of figure out how or what you need to do in order to get it done. So I am going to, hopefully that answers your question. I feel like I didn't answer the question, but I'm hoping I provoked thought and kind of give you insight into how I got my start, and how I got my start might not be the same way you can or will get yours. So, sorry. Perry and Blind Man Cooking, thank you so very much for participating. Thank you for helping me out. This again was episode 22. Holy cow. 22 days strong with a video every single day of you guys' questions and my answers. I don't know why you're watching, but I have to say, I mean, I'm not. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.